Hey again. The other night, while I was struggling to fall asleep, like most nights, because I'm a college student with a messed up sleep schedule, I got to thinking about what it means, to me at least, to be alive. And I think that life, in a non biological sense, is the interactions that we have with our environment. The connections that we make with other humans, other species, places, things, feelings, memories. It's the problems you face and solve and the things you lose and acquire. And I mean, at the end of the day, what makes us, like not our body, but really like what you would consider a soul, is really just some electricity hopping around in the matter of your brain. But it's those connections that electricity makes from the experiences you have is what makes us us. It's what makes us alive. I think, even on a very basic level, all living organisms live. And living is experiencing how they interact with everything around them. Trees form communities with the other ones around them through their roots. They outgrow diseases, they spread their young. Crickets know their burrows well and they break the silent night air to find a mate. Even protists and bacteria fight off pathogens, survive droughts and floods, and exchange DNA with one another. I think the best part of being human is the connections we make. The people we love, the places we go, the things we see, the feelings we feel. That's the point of living. I think a lot of people really struggle with this, like, what's my purpose? Why are we here? And I think the best answer I can come up with is to make connections, to explore, to feel, to love, to lose. All of that. Maybe that's why the one time that I really feel, spiritual is when I'm immersed in the thought of how connected our world is. How, even on a very basic level, there's a connection that reminds me what it means to live. It reminds me that I'm indeed alive. There's a song I've liked recently called The Absolute Best Feeling by Joshua Bond. And there's a lyric in the chorus that says, "You only get to realize that you're alive once, and it's the absolute best feeling you can feel." And I've really identified with that recently. And I tried to think, okay, what's a time that I really felt I realized I was alive? And the one in most recent memory was when I was on the wilderness trip, which was a trip I took with a number of students from my university. We went to upstate New York and climbed mountains and swam in lakes of the Adirondacks. It was something like I've never done before, but God, it was amazing. And it kicked my ass physically, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. And I remember there was one time when we were climbing up Mount Algonquin, and I was getting altitude sickness, and I was feeling really bad about myself. And I stopped for a minute, and I realized, I'm alive. I'm doing this. I'm in a place I never thought I'd be, with people I never thought I'd talk to, and I'll probably never see again. But I'm on top of a fucking mountain. I'm sweating and I'm breathing and I'm a little hungry and my neurons are firing. I'm alive. I miss that feeling. I hope I can get it again someday, and I probably will. But, yeah. Don't forget that it's a miracle you're here. I know that's a cliche, but it's really, truly amazing that anyone exists. Anything exists. So don't forget to be thankful for it. And go enjoy being alive.